It was a quiet morning. 68-year-old Frank had just finished his usual breakfast. He stood up, ready to take a walk in the garden. But then, just a few steps in, his leg froze. He nearly lost his balance, even though the floor was spotless. Nothing in the way. Could this be a sign of aging, he whispered to himself? Or was it something else? Were his legs trying to send a silent cry for help because of something small? Something he never saw coming? As a doctor specializing in senior health, I've seen hundreds of cases just like Frank's, every single year. Not caused by age, not by disease, but by something much simpler. Something they eat every day, thinking it's healthy, but it's quietly stealing their strength, one step at a time. If you've been eating fruit daily to stay healthy, this video was made for you. Because there are 7 fruits that seem perfectly safe, yet they're quietly draining the leg strength of millions of Americans over 60. And the scary part is, you might be eating one of them today. I've always believed fruit is nature's perfect food. That's what so many of my older patients say when they come in for a checkup. And honestly, who could blame them? All their lives, they've been told, eat more fruits and vegetables, drink plenty of water. It's the foundation of good health. Right. But here's the truth. If you don't fully understand what certain fruits do to the aging body, they could be quietly weakening your legs, day by day. I still remember Elaine, 72 years old, from sunny Florida. Every morning, she started her day with a glass of orange juice, 1 banana, and a handful of grapes. It felt light, healthy, refreshing. But after just a few months, something changed. She started feeling heaviness in her legs during walks, nighttime leg cramps, and needing to push off with her hands just to rise from a chair. When we sat down and reviewed her habits, even I was a little surprised. It wasn't a calcium deficiency, it wasn't a nerve disorder, it was the way she consumed fruit every single day. You see, some fruits contain very high natural sugars. Some are highly acidic, and others can cause water retention or disrupt potassium-sodium balance, which becomes harder for the body to manage after 60. Even good things, in excess, can turn against us. If your legs have felt weaker lately, if you've noticed fatigue when standing up, or leg cramps during sleep, it might be time to pause and take a closer look at the fruits you're eating each day. Not all fruits are bad, but a few should be reconsidered, especially after 60. Do you have a daily fruit habit? Were you surprised to learn that some fruits might be harming your leg strength? Share your experience in the comments below, because your story might help someone else avoid the same struggle. And coming up next, we'll dive into why. After 60, the legs lose strength so quickly. Even if you eat well and stay active, it's all tied to silent changes happening inside the aging body. Let's explore that in the next section. When you're young, you can climb 3 steps without thinking. But after 60, even 1 step can leave you catching your breath. No one really expects it. But losing leg strength might be the one change that turns your whole life upside down. Not heart disease, not Alzheimer's, but simply not being able to walk steady, not being able to stand strong. Let me tell you about Raymond. He lives alone in the suburbs of Ohio. Used to be strong, worked on cars, tended the garden, took his grandkids to the park every weekend. But now, every morning is a slow shuffle just to get out of bed. Stairs feel like a mountain. Even the bathroom requires grabbing onto rails. He's not in a wheelchair yet, but every step now demands caution. When I asked him, what scares you most, he didn't say cancer. He didn't say stroke. He said, falling. Here's why that matters. After 60, the muscles in your thighs and hips begin to shrink unless you maintain them properly. And when those muscles fade, you struggle to keep balance, react slower if you slip, and lose the strength to catch yourself during a fall. And here's the harsh reality. Falls are the leading cause of death and long-term disability in older Americans. Sometimes, all it takes is just 1 fall. When your legs grow weak, you lose more than mobility. You lose your independence, you stop driving, stop grocery shopping, stop going on walks with your grandkids. Your world shrinks to the space between 4 walls. So, holding on to leg strength isn't just about avoiding injury. It's about holding on to freedom, the ability to care for yourself and live life on your terms. Have you ever seen a parent, or even yourself, Slowly give up simple daily activities because the legs just couldn't keep up. What changed most in your routine? Please share below because your story could reach thousands of others going through the same thing, silently. So now we ask the next big question. Is this slow decline just part of aging? Or could there be hidden culprits quietly draining your leg strength every single day? In the next section, I'll reveal 7 fruits that seem harmless, but could be silently weakening your legs. One bite at a time. I eat lots of fruit every day. Dr. Fresh fruit only. That's something I hear all the time from my older patients. And yes, fruit is an important part of a healthy diet. But here's what hardly anyone talks about. Not all fruits are right for people over 60. In fact, some that sound healthy can actually cause blood sugar spikes, muscle instability, and even water retention, leaving your legs feeling swollen, heavy, and weak. Let me tell you about Linda. She lives in Arizona and absolutely loves fruit. Every morning after breakfast, she had a banana, an orange, and a handful of red grapes. At first, she felt light and refreshed, but a few months later, strange symptoms started to appear. Swollen ankles by afternoon, a heavy, dragging feeling in her legs when climbing stairs, and nighttime calf cramps that kept her from sleeping. She thought she was just dehydrated, but her electrolyte tests came back normal. It wasn't until we reviewed her daily intake of simple sugars like fructose from fruit that we found the missing piece. Here's what we discovered. Fruits like grapes, ripe bananas, mangoes, watermelon, and sweet oranges have a very high glycemic index. GI, they cause blood sugar and insulin to spike, then crash, leading to fatigue, weak legs, and shaky hands. Citrus fruits like oranges, pineapples, and kiwis are acidic, which may disrupt your pH balance and affect muscle function. And if you eat too much fruit without enough protein or minerals, you're more likely to experience cramps, numbness, and swelling, especially as you age. No food is all bad, but the key is knowing whether it's right for your body. Right now, after 60, your metabolism slows down, and your insulin response isn't what it used to be. The fruits you could enjoy freely at 30 now need a bit more care and attention. Are you eating a certain fruit every day because you think it's good for your health? Have you ever felt like Linda heavy legs, sudden cramps, or swelling? Leave a comment below. You might be surprised how many people feel the same way. In the next section, I'll reveal the 7 specific fruits you should start limiting if you want to keep your legs strong, balanced, and fall resistant. Some of them are surprisingly common and could already be sitting in your fridge right now. Wait, are you saying fruit can actually make my legs weaker? Yes, it's a question I hear all the time, and I get it. Fruit is labeled as healthy everywhere, but even the healthiest foods can work against you if eaten in the wrong way, especially after age 60, when even small dietary shifts can have a big impact on your muscles and blood vessels. Here are 7 fruits and how they affect your legs. 1. Red and green grapes. The issue: extremely high in fructose, spikes insulin and causes water retention. Effect: swollen ankles, aching knees after sugary meals. Example: Mary used to snack on grapes every afternoon. After a few months, her legs felt heavy, and she struggled to move in the morning. 2. Watermelon. The issue: very high glycemic index, GI, especially when eaten on an empty stomach. Effect: sudden energy crash, slight leg tremors within 30 minutes. Comparison: 1 cup of watermelon can spike insulin almost like a can of soda 3. Overripe bananas. The issue: loaded with sugar and high potassium, but lacks sodium balance. Effect: muscle cramps if eaten daily without enough water or minerals. Tip: pair with nuts or Greek yogurt to balance it out. 4. Sweet oranges and bottled orange juice. The issue: though rich in vitamin C, bottled juice often contains added sugar and acid. Effect: acidifies the body, lowers calcium absorption, increases mild joint inflammation. 5. Mangoes. The issue: very high in fructose, or especially soft, ripe ones. Affect fatigue after meals, weak legs on stairs. Warning: should be limited by anyone with diabetes or prediabetes. 6. Pineapple. The issue: very acidic, can lower blood pH if eaten on an empty stomach. Affect muscle fatigue, mild nighttime cramps in thighs or calves. Caution: Avoid combining with high-protein foods to reduce digestive issues. 7. Sweet red apples. Red, delicious. Fuji, the issue moderate GI, but often overconsumed because they sound healthy. Effect: mild blood sugar rise. Reduced blood circulation to the legs. Tip: opt for tart green apples like Granny Smith if eaten daily. Now listen, no fruit is your enemy if you understand what your body truly needs. But after 60 things change, sugar metabolism slows, electrolyte balance becomes more fragile, and your muscle nerve response time isn't what it used to be. That's why certain fruits, once harmless, can become a silent burden on your legs. Fruit is still good. If you eat the right kinds at the right time, in the right amount, you don't need to quit fruit. You just need to choose smarter, so your body grows stronger, not more tired. So, out of these 7 fruits, which one do you eat most often? Have you ever felt leg fatigue, swelling, or cramps after eating fruit? Share your story below. I'll be reading each comment carefully. Which brings us to the next big question. If fruit isn't off limits, then how can we enjoy it and still protect our legs? In the next section, I'll uncover 4 common mistakes older adults make when eating even the healthiest fruits. Chances are, you're making at least one of them without even realizing it. And one of these mistakes is something almost everyone has been told is good. But doctor, I don't eat sweets, I only eat fruit. That's something I hear all the time. And I get it, fruit sounds like the safe, healthy choice, doesn't it? But sometimes, it's not what fruit you eat, it's how you eat it. That slowly weakens your legs, one step at a time. Here are 4 common fruit mistakes many older adults make. 1. Eating fruit on an empty stomach, especially in the morning. Why it's a problem? When your stomach is empty, fruit sugars absorb very quickly, spikes insulin, then crashes, leads to muscle fatigue, lightheadedness, and shaky legs. What I often see, many people eat bananas, grapes, or watermelon early in the morning, thinking it's light or helps with detox, but they end up feeling weak or drained by mid-morning. Better approach: eat fruit after a meal or pair it with light protein like Greek yogurt, tad, or low-fat cheese too. Juicing fruit instead of eating it whole. Why it's a problem? Juicing removes fiber helps slow down sugar absorption. A single glass of orange juice can contain the sugar of 3-4 whole oranges, and you drink it in minutes. Effect: creates a blood sugar spike. Over time, damages microcirculation and muscle-supporting capillaries. Comparison eating. 1 apple is far better than drinking pure apple juice. 3. Eating fruit right before bed. Why it's a problem? At night, your digestion slows down. Extra sugar from fruit is more likely to be stored as fat, increases inflammation, disrupts mineral absorption needed for muscle recovery. Common signs: leg cramps during the night, or poor sleep quality. Suggestion: finish eating fruit at least 2 hours before bedtime. 4. Eating good fruits without balancing your overall diet. Example: green apples, blueberries, pomegranate, they're all great. But eating 4 or 5 types a day without watching total sugar intake, still too much. Less than healthy doesn't mean unlimited. Tip: stick to 1 to always 2 fruits a day, and balance with protein or healthy fats. It's not just the type of fruit that matters, but also when, how much, and what you eat it with. When done right, fruit supports energy, balance, and muscle recovery. When done wrong, it causes crashes, cramps, leg fatigue, and even foot instability. You don't have to give up fruit completely. But understanding these 4 common mistakes is the first step in protecting your leg strength from the inside out. So, now let me ask you, have you made any of these fruit mistakes before? Or maybe your mom, your husband, or your best friend is eating fruit the wrong way without even realizing it? Leave a comment below. I'd truly love to hear your story. Because you see, it's not the fruit that's the problem. It's the way we eat it that can quietly weaken the legs without us even knowing. And once we understand these 4 hidden traps, we begin to take back control. But then comes the question I hear most from my patients, especially those over 60, doctor. If I had to choose, which fruits are actually the best for my legs? Are there fruits that help me walk better, feel less stiff, move more freely? The answer is yes, but they may not be the ones you're thinking of. In the next section, I'll share 5 fruits that are true allies of aging muscles, joints, and circulation. They help you stay balanced, reduce inflammation, improve blood flow, and support nutrient absorption where it matters most. If you've ever wondered, is there a fruit that can actually help me move with ease again? Then stay with me. The next part holds your answer. I'll never forget the way my grandfather used to wobble with every step in the morning. But after he changed his diet, especially his fruit choices, he started walking more steadily. And strangely enough, his mood lifted too. We all know fruit is healthy. But can it really help strengthen your legs? The answer is yes. If you choose the right ones, here are 5 fruits that truly support muscle, joint, and leg health after 61. Avocado. Why it works. Rich in monounsaturated fat helps reduce inflammation and improves absorption of vitamin D and key minerals for muscle health benefits. Supports bone strength. Softens stiff muscles. Eases joint pain. How to enjoy half an avocado with Greek yogurt in the morning. Example: Louis, age 69, swapped his breakfast for avocado and boiled eggs. After just 3 weeks, he said, "My legs feel stronger. I don't tire as quickly when walking around the yard." 2. Blueberries. Why it works. Packed with anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that reduce inflammation and improve circulation. Benefits: less swelling and soreness in the legs. Improved balance. Bonus: lower glycemic index than grapesless sugar spike. Tip: enjoy 1/2 cup with oatmeal or roasted almonds. 3. Just ripe bananas. Why it works. High in potassium, helps maintain muscle electrolyte balance and prevents cramps. Avoid overripe bananas, they're too sugary. Slightly green ones are better. How to enjoy 1 banana after lunch or before light exercise like walking or yoga. Real tip. Physical therapists in Florida recommend eating 1/2 banana 30 minutes before leg workouts for seniors. 4. Fresh pineapple. Why it works. Rich in bromelain, an enzyme that aids digestion and reduces joint and muscle inflammation. Benefits: eases nagging knee pain, helps muscles recover after longer walks. Tip: combined with cucumber and mint for a refreshing anti-inflammatory salad. 5. Green apples. Why it works. High in pectin, helps lower cholesterol and improves microcirculation, brings more oxygen to your muscles. Benefits: increases endurance for standing, walking, and daily movement. Comparison: lower in sugar than red apples, great for older adults. How to enjoy mid-morning with 1 walnut to boost satiety and steady energy. These fruits aren't magic, but used correctly, they do help the body heal, rebuild muscle, and ease joint discomfort over time. You don't have to change everything. Just pick 1 or 2 of these daily, and you may start to notice the difference in just a few weeks. After 60, every meal becomes a form of medicine, and fruit, when chosen wisely, is one of the simplest yet most overlooked therapies we have. Have you tried any of these 5 fruits before? Or do you have your own fruit recipe that's helped with leg strength or energy? Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear how you take care of yourself each day. So, now we've explored 5 fruits that are backed by science, nutrition, and real-life experience. Not just theory diet, but what if I told you? There's a real story I'd like to share. A story of a woman in her 70s who once felt weak, needed help to stand, and could barely walk 5 minutes without pain. And just 4 weeks after changing how she ate, especially how she used fruit, she could walk 15 minutes each morning, without anyone by her side. And the best part, she felt free again. In the next section, I'd love to introduce you to Margaret, 72 years old, and show you what helped her turn things around. Because sometimes, one real story says more than any medical advice ever could. Every time I see an older patient walk into my clinic, steady on their feet, eyes full of confidence, I always think of Margaret. This is a true story. She's 72, lives alone in a quiet suburb of Wisconsin, no major illnesses. But day by day, she felt herself growing weaker and didn't know why. 4 weeks ago, Margaret came to see me. Here's how she described her life back then. She often tripped when standing up from her chair. Her knees and calves ached for no clear reason. And the thing that worried her most, "Doctor, I'm scared of falling. I don't feel confident stepping down from my porch anymore." So we started small, really small. We cut back on certain sugary fruits she'd been eating at the wrong times. We added just a few key fruits: avocado, green apple, and blueberries. She began drinking more water, practiced sitting down and standing up 10 times a day, and every morning, no matter the weather. She walked around her garden for 5 minutes one afternoon. She called me. Her voice was shaking, but it wasn't fear, it was joy. Today I walked for 15 minutes straight, and I wasn't even tired. I don't need to hold on to the chair anymore. Paul, I feel free again. Margaret didn't take any special pills. She didn't have a full-time caregiver. All she did was listen to her body, nourish it the right way, and stay consistent one day at a time, and in doing so, she reclaimed something precious, something so many people lose after 60. Trust in their own body. Everybody is different. But the rules of how our muscles, joints, and energy work are universal. Be patient. Be consistent. And let nature support you step by step. You don't need to rush. You just need to keep going. Have you ever gone through a tough time with your health and found a way to improve? Or maybe you have a loved one in their 60s or 70s who just needs a little encouragement right now. Please share your story in the comments below, because your journey might give someone else the hope they need, just like Margaret's story has. And if you're still watching, I believe you're not just looking for stronger legs. You're looking for a life that's meaningful, free, and full of hope no matter your age. In our final section, let's wrap everything up and build a simple daily action plan to help keep your legs strong for many years to come. Late afternoon, golden sunlight slipped through the trees. 68-year-old Frank walked slowly along the gravel path in the park. He wasn't in a hurry. He didn't need to hold anyone's arm. And most importantly, he no longer felt shaky or out of breath with every step. "I'm not afraid of falling anymore," he said softly. "I feel free again. Dear friend, we've just completed a long journey together, from uncovering 7 fruits that secretly weaken your legs, to learning how to eat the right way, and finally, discovering better fruit choices for daily strength along the way." We met Margaret, a 72-year-old woman who proved something powerful. Even small changes, done with patience, can lead to life-changing results. So, if you're wondering, where should I begin? Here are 3 small but powerful actions you can start today. 1. Pause. If you've been eating any of the 7 trouble fruits daily, take a break. 2. Swap. Smart, choose 1, 2 leg-friendly fruits like avocado, green apple, blueberries, pineapple, or just ripe banana. 3. Build a 5-minute habit every morning after a light meal. Walk for 5 minutes. Don't worry about speed, just keep moving. We can't stop time, but we can choose how we move through it, with steady legs, a clear mind, and a quiet determination. Remember, big changes don't begin with a leap. They begin with one steady step each day. Have you tried any of the tips in this video? Did something actually work for you? Share below. Or, if you're still struggling with leg health, don't hesitate to write it out. You never know. This community may offer the support you need to believe again. Dear friend, if today's video felt helpful to you, then the next one may be even more important. Because while many seniors take vitamins to stay strong, there are 2 specific vitamins that may be silently harming leg strength. And in rare cases, they've even been linked to dangerous muscle cramps, severe enough to cause death in those over 60. In the next video, I'll reveal 3 vitamins older adults should avoid or tightly control, how they harm the nervous system, muscles, and balance, early warning signs, and how to prevent leg cramps naturally and effectively. Seniors, 3 worst vitamins destroying leg strength and causing deadly cramps after 60. Don't miss it, because strong legs can keep you independent for decades to come.